Welcome back. Let's jump the map here to California for breaking news. Federal investigators just announced an arrest in connection with last month's bombing of a fertility clinic in Palm Springs. A senior FBI official called it possibly the largest bombing scene in Southern California. FBI officials held a news conference in Los Angeles about this latest arrest. So let's bring in CBS News correspondent Jonathan Vigliotti in Los Angeles for us. And Jonathan, we understand federal prosecutors think 32-year-old Daniel Park provided chemicals to the suspected bomber in this case. Is that correct?
Yeah, Mugo, that is correct. We're talking hundreds of pounds of fertilizer. The FBI just wrapped up that press conference. We were inside at the time. They identified Daniel Park, 32 years old, from Washington State as the suspect, saying that he was arrested at JFK overnight after being deported from Poland. He had traveled to Poland shortly after the attack took place in Palm Springs. He's now charged with, according to the FBI, providing and attempting to provide material support to terrorists. According to the FBI, Park shipped and he delivered a combined 270 pounds of ammonium nitrate to Guy Barkas, who then used that material to carry out this bombing at the fertility clinic in Palm Springs. This speaks to a level of radicalization that is incredibly rare here. The FBI describing it really for the first time to us as a suicide bombing. How the two met online, we are told, sharing a similar ideology, extreme nihilistic views, this idea that life has no meaning. Take a listen to what they said inside.
Mr. Park, who shares Barkas's extremist beliefs, is accused of shipping approximately 180 pounds of ammonium nitrate, an explosive precursor commonly used to construct homemade bombs, to Barkas. Park paid for an additional 90 pounds of ammonium nitrate that was shipped to Barkas in the days leading up to the Palm Springs attack.
And again, the FBI says the two met online, but their relationship wasn't contained to just online. According to the FBI, Park actually traveled to California and spent several days with Barkas between January and February experimenting in bomb making in a garage next to the house where Barkas lived. They say that they built this bomb with a similar recipe to the bomb that was used in the Oklahoma City bombing, Mogu.
Wow. So, Jonathan, how exactly did police, law enforcement, how did they track Park down?
So online chats played a critical role, shipping documents and, of course, travel itineraries, ultimately leading police to Park. They also had not just the communications, but the shared ideology. We talk about a manifesto that was later recovered, a manifesto written by the suicide bomber describing carrying out a war against pro-lifers. One of the critical things here that really stood out to me, though, the FBI saying both men were not on their radar. We did ask if there were other potential accomplices. This is still part of the ongoing investigation. The other critical question, there was a lot of unused chemicals later discovered at Barkas's home, the suicide bomber's home. The question being, was there any attempt to try to use this for other attacks? And the FBI says at this point, they don't believe that there were other targets on the radar.
Jonathan Vigliotti, thank you so much for your reporting. I appreciate you joining us right after that news conference happened.